Good morning, it's Amanda and we've got our chair yoga class for this week. So we're going to start on our chair, nice and comfortable. Just let's place our hands in our lap. Make sure that you're feeling supported at the back of the chair and plant the feet into the ground as well. So we're going to begin by focusing on our breath. So just gently lower the chin to the chest and just take a little resting of the neck. And we'll take a moment to focus on our breath and breathing. So just notice how the breath feels. Slow, steady in-breath and out-breath. Feel the chest lift as you breathe in and it settle as you breathe out. Now take a couple of longer, deeper breaths so that actually you feel the muscles in the body soften and relax. You feel the mind empty and be a little bit more calmer. And then bring your breath back to a natural rhythm, whatever that is for you. So we're going to begin by warming the neck up, dropping the chin to the chest, having a little stretch of the back of the neck. Stroke the chin across the chest over to one side, back through centre, over to the other side, back to centre, once more over to one side, and then back through centre and over to the other side and back to centre. Let's bring the chin back to the chest, open the eyes, open the gaze and look out. Good. Now we're going to just bring our hands by our side, dropping our right ear to our right shoulder, and let's lift the right hand up towards the head, just placing the hand on top of the head and just allowing the neck to have a little feel, a little stretch. And then release, and let's do that on the other side. So left ear to left shoulder. And then swing the hand up above and just let's draw the hand on top of the head and feeling a little extra stretch through the neck. And then release. Let's place the hands on our thighs and we're just going to take a figure of 8 with our nose. So I'm going to draw a figure of 8 with the tip of my nose. And again, you can make this as small or as big as you want, just to ease out the neck. You might hear a little bit of crunching in the back, but just be nice and gentle, doing what you need for this morning. And then reversing that, so coming back the other way, so taking it in a different direction. And then bring the gaze back to centre. Let's bring our shoulders and our breath in together. So we're going to breathe in, lifting the shoulders. And then as we breathe out, we just lower the shoulders and then we take another deeper breath out and then the shoulders drop into the back. Breathing in and lift. Breathe out and lower and then lower back again. And again, breathing in and out. Lower the shoulders and release. Last time. Breathing in and out. The shoulders come down and then another deeper breath out and relax. Let's mobilize the shoulders with some shoulder circles. So we're going to breathe in, lift the shoulders up. As we breathe out, we take the shoulders behind us. And again, repeating that 3 more times. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift, and exhale and lower, and inhale and lift, and exhale and lower. Lovely. Now let's reverse that. So let's breathe in, take the shoulders back towards the ears and then down, and then again back towards the ears, up and down. One more, bring it back and up and down. Lovely. Let's swing our hands towards our shoulders and then just taking the elbows out. We're going to have a little bit more of a shoulder workout. So again, we're going to circle the shoulders forward, nice small circles, just easing everything out, working through, and maybe incorporating the back into the action, and take that forward. Lovely. And then let's reverse that. So again, breathing in as we lift up, breathing out as we lower. Breathing in and out and in and out and release. Good. Let's bring our hands back down again. I'm going to walk towards the front of my chair slightly so that I've got a bit of space behind me. And we're gently going to bring, this is another open and close shoulder exercise. So let's bring the hand up, and I'm going to start to bring my hand across my chest, just gently. And then I'm going to take my left hand and place this on my elbow. And then very gently, just beginning to draw that elbow in across towards the chest and the other left shoulder. And we'll just take 2 breaths here, breathing in and out, in and out, and then release. Then I'm going to take my right hand behind me. It's going to go to the base of my spine, and I'm just going to very gently start to stroke my lower back and give my lower back a little rub, opening my shoulder outwards at the same time. You can increase the range of movement by taking the hand up a little bit more. So let's take the hand up into the middle of the back. And then if you can get it towards the upper back or the bottom of the shoulders, that'll open it out a little bit more. Good. And release. Let's do the other side. So left arm out, start to peel it across the chest. Take the right hand and place it onto the elbow, drawing that elbow and arm in towards the chest. And again, only as much as you really want. So just noticing how your elbows are feeling, shoulders are feeling. And then releasing. And then let's take this hand towards the base of the spine, just easing out the lower back. There we go. Lifting the hand perhaps to the middle back. And then upper back. Good. And release. Give those shoulders a little shrug and a shake. Loosen everything out. Fabulous. So we're going to find a little bit more of a side stretch and opening the shoulders out a bit more. So I'm going to place my left hand onto the chair. My right hand is going to come towards my shoulder. I'm going to breathe in, my elbow lifts. As I breathe out, I take a little stretch and a lean over towards the left side of my chair. Inhale and lift. And exhale and lower. Lower the hand. This time I'm going to take my hand all the way up as I breathe in. So breathe in, hand can come again to shoulder, all the way up. And then take a little lean and a stretch. Breathing in and exhale and lower. Let's do that on the other side. So my right hand's going to come to the chair. My left hand comes to shoulder. We're going to breathe in, lift the elbow. As we breathe in, just start to lean the body, exhale and take a little lean over to the right side. Inhale and lift, exhale and unwind the arm. Let's do a fuller, deeper stretch. Inhale, the hand comes up to the ceiling. Exhale and take a little stretch and a lean. Inhale and lift, exhale and lower. And then we're going to come through and have a bit of a twist. So my right hand is going to come to my left knee. My left hand is going to come to the chair. I'm going to start to lengthen the spine. As I exhale, use the right hand and the left hand on the chair and the knee to help you twist in the body, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. And then bringing the gaze forward, we're going to unwind. So take the left hand this time onto the right knee, the right hand behind you. We inhale, then we exhale. Take our gaze over our left shoulder. Sorry, right shoulder even. And then gaze forward and unwind. Lovely. Now we're going to take a little bit of a forward fold. So just shuffle your body forward, back a little bit so that you've got more of your seat on the chair. You can open your knees a little bit wider, and then we're going to start with a nice straight spine, breathing in, and as we breathe out, start to walk your hands down the leg, bringing the body forward. Your belly comes to the thighs, and then again, only going as much as you can, giving your hands some support. If you feel like you're going to fall over, again, just place your hands on your knees and give yourself a bit of extra support. We're going to take 2 breaths here, breathing in. On the out breath, just see if you can relax the back. All the muscles, the lower back, the upper back, across the shoulders. Once more, breathing in and out. Good. Now we're going to walk the hands back up the legs, onto the knees. Give yourself a little push up and come back up to seated. Let's take a breath because you might be feeling dizzy. So taking a nice deep breath, breathing in and out. Great. Let's come in for our little arm flow. It's called a lotus flower arm flow. So I'm going to bring my hands together. The thumb and the little finger are going to come together, and I'm going to splay my fingers out, creating a flower and a lotus flower. So we're going to open that. So we're really stretching the fingers, stretching the hands. We're going to breathe in. As we do so, the hands come up to the ceiling. We lift and draw the elbows in. As we breathe out, bring the palms of the hands together. The heels of the hands pull away, fingertips come away, and then the backs of the hands come together. We breathe in. On the out breath, send the hands down the center line of the body, all the way to the floor. We breathe in, lift the hands all the way parallel with shoulders. Breathe out, the hands come back down, fingers pointing to the floor. Breathing in, bringing the hands back up, breathing out, and the palms come back together. So that's our little action. We're going to do that 3 more times. And each time we're going to do it with a breath. So try and focus on connecting the breath with the actions and the movements. So breathing in, lifting the hands. Breathe out, bring the hands together, heels of the hands peel away. Breathe in. Backs of the hands come together. Breathe out, send the hands down to the floor. Breathe in, lift the hands up to shoulders. Breathe out, hands come back to the floor. Breathe in, peel the hands away. Breathe out, and the heels of the hands come together. Breathe in, lift the hands, and again. Breathe out, hands come to the chest. Breathe in, peel the hands away, backs of the hands together. Breathe out, send the hands down to the floor. Breathe in, lift the hands up to shoulder level. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Breathe in, lift the hands, palms together. Breathe out and settle. Last time, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Lovely. Well done. Let's bring our hands back together. Good. So I'm going to come into some cow-cat stretches now. So I just want to turn my chair around so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm doing a little turn of the chair, and so you can see my spine working. So coming to the front of the chair, I would just want you to make sure that you've got a little bit of space behind you, a seat, and so you're slightly forward on the chair. And my feet are underneath my knees. And I'm going to place my hands onto my thighs, ready for some cow-cats in a seated position. So we're going to think about our pelvis and how our pelvis rocks forward and back. So just for a moment, just explore how the pelvis can tuck under and then tip forward, and that starts to move the back at the base of the spine, and the rest of the back can actually move with you. So we're going to do that, and we're going to incorporate that. So that's the basis of the cow-cat movements. So we're going to inhale. As we do so, we tip the pelvis forward. That arches the back. We start to draw the chest forward. My elbows come back, and I'm going to take my gaze all the way up to the ceiling. As we breathe out, we start to tuck the pelvis under. That curves the spine. My jaw and my belly button back to the back of the chair, and my hands reach forward, reach in. My gaze is forward as well. And I'm just having a good stretch through my back. Inhale into cow, tipping the pelvis forward. And open the gaze, taking the gaze up as much as body open as you can, opening the front of the body. And then breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, really drawing through the spine, creating a nice wide back. My gaze is forward. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. And then come back up to a seated position. Lovely. So that's our cow-cat stretches just there. And that feels really nice, actually. I'm going to turn my chair around again. There we go. And we're going to focus a little bit on the hips for a moment. So I'm just going to take my knees out. And my toes are pointing forward, my heels are pointing inwards. My toes are pointing out, heels pointing in, and my knees are there. And we're just going to take, now we've started to warm up the hips, we're just going to take some nice gentle pelvic rolls to warm up the hips. So I want us to think about tipping the pelvis forward as we did before, taking our weight over to the right side of the chair, the left side of the chair, over towards the right side of the chair and circling the base of the spine on the chair. So all I'm doing is I'm tucking my pelvis under, tipping my weight over to the right hip, tucking my pelvis forward, and then again taking it over to the left. So we're just doing some gentle pelvic floor rolls, easing out the hips, saying hello to the hips for today. And then when we do that a few times, we'll reverse that. So bringing the body forward and we'll reverse that little kind of nice circular action. So taking it over to the right, tucking the pelvis under, over to the left, tipping the pelvis back. Good. And then again, just easing everything out. Trying to have a nice wide, expansive circle. Your circle might get a little bit wider as well. And do what you feel you need on your body. Let's bring the body forward and then bring ourselves back up to a seated position. Let's walk the feet in. And I'm going to come, taking my hand underneath my knee, come in for a little knee stretch. So your hands can either come underneath or over the top. We're going to give that knee a little hug into the chest. And then release. And I'm just going to circle the knee outwards. So just giving the knee a little bit of a open out. So a slightly more deeper opening for the hips. Again, massaging the hip joints, lubricating and warming them up. Now let's circle the other way. So I'm going to come back this way, reversing the action. And then bring the knee down. Let's do that on the other side. So using the hands, either have the hands underneath the knee, lifting the knee up. If you can, bring the hands across the knee and hug that knee into the chest as much as you can. And then release, and then we'll do our circles on this side. So just circling the knee outwards, and again focusing on the hips. Might get a little bit of clunkety clink. And again, if it's too much, just do some smaller circles. You can also decrease it as well as increasing. Let's reverse that. So bringing the knee up and out. And back in again. Lovely. Fabulous. So let's open the knees out again. This time, toes pointing out, heels pointing in. Make sure my knees are over my toes. I'm going to take my right hand and just place my right hand on the inside of the knee and just open the knee out, taking a little stretch in the hip joint. Should be feeling that down the groin. And release. And then on the other side, so left hand onto the inner thigh or knee and just opening the knee out. And then bringing that back. Good. Walk the feet in and we'll do a few more leg exercises for the hips. So again, I'm going to turn my chair a little bit around so you can have a little look. Shuffle, shuffle. So we're going to just work on the feet and warming up the feet and the ankles to start with, and then we'll work up the legs, the knees and the hips, just a nice little leg workout. So make sure you've got your seat planted on the chair, and we're just going to lift the foot up and we're going to circle the foot at the ankle. So you're circling the foot one way. You might get a few clunks and clicks for the ankle, and then circle the other way. Good. And then draw the toes back towards the shins and you'll feel that through the back of the leg. So we're really trying to pull the toes back. And then we're going to point and stretch through the foot. Once more, turning the toes back and pointing through the foot. We'll do that a little bit quicker. So we're going to do flex and point and flex and point, flex and point and flex and point, lowering the foot down. Good, let's do that on the other side. So lifting the left leg up, we're going to circle the foot at the ankle. And the other way. And let's draw the toes back, lengthening through the back of the leg. So we're having a really good strong stretch down the back. And then pushing through the ball of the foot, the toes last, to have a little stretch of the foot. Good. Draw the toes back. And then bringing the foot forward. Last one. A bit quicker. Pull the toe back and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. And flex and point. Lovely. Let's lower the leg down. So let's just carry on with our legs, and we're going to sit at the front of the chair. I'm going to give myself a little bit of support here. Now we've warmed up the ankle and the feet, and we're just going to work on our knees now. So I'm just going to lift my foot off the floor 8 times. So I'm just going to lift the foot and then lower and lift, and just notice the muscle here, just engaging. And 3, good, and down, 4, and down, 5, and down, 6, and 7, and 8, good. Let's do the other leg. So it's 1, and down, and 2, and down, 3, and down, 4, and down, 5, and 6, again, just lubricating the knees. Last time, 8, and down. Lovely. So we're just going to lift now. We're going to work on the hip. We're going to lift the knee off the floor. We're going to do 4 sets of 4. So I'm going to do right 4 times, left 4 times, right 4 times, and then left 4 times. Give our hips a little workout. So again, we might need a little bit of support here. So I'm lifting the knee off the floor, straight up to the ceiling and down. 2, and down. 3, and down, and 4. Other side, it goes 1, and down, 2, and down, 3, and down, and 4. Another set, 4 right, 1, and down, 2, and down, 3, and down, and 4. Left side going, and 1, and down, 2, and down, 3, and down, and 4, and down. Good. Just give those hips a little wiggle and a workout. And we're going to do a modified boat pose. So I'm going to sit here. This is all for the core work that we're doing here. So let's play. We're going to have, if you're feeling like you're not feeling super strong, place your hands on here, onto the side of the chair. Alternatively, you can place your hands across the chest or parallel with the floor. I'm going to make sure my knees, my ankles are under my knees so that I'm nice and square and supported, and I've got a bit of space behind me in the chair. So I'm going to tuck my pelvis under like I did in the cat poses, and I'm going to start to roll down through the back of the chair, just touch the chair before I start to push the sit bones into the chair and come back up again. So we can, if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, shuffle your way a little bit further forward on the chair, and then you've got a little bit further away to go. So tucking the pelvis under, roll back, just touch the chair and plant the sit bones into the mat, coming back up again. And we're going to do 6 more. And tucking down and rolling down. Good. And then lifting up and coming back. And then tucking under and down and lifting up. And good. Tucking under. And the back just touches. And then we lift our back and up. and 2 more, rolling down and up and down. This time we're just going to hover on this last one. We're going to hover for 5, 4, 3. Really draw that belly button into the back. 2, 1, and lift. And then lower the arms because the arms are a little bit shaky. Well done, guys. Give everything a little shake out. That's brilliant. So we're going to work on our opening our hips again. So this time I'm going to we're going to work on opening our hips. So I'm going to take my right knee out and then just bring my legs into a 90-degree angle. So we are going to do a modified warrior 2 pose. So I'm just making sure my ankles are over my knees, and I'm sitting on the corner of the chair as well. And then bringing your arms down, I'm going to turn my body so it's facing the front edge of the mat or the front edge of the chair. At the same time, that makes you want to draw the knee in. So you're really focusing on opening the knee out and making sure the knee is open. And what you'll do is you'll start to activate all of these muscles in the hip. We're going to inhale, lift the hands up to shoulder level. My gaze is going to go over the middle finger of my front hand, and I'm just going to breathe into this pose, drawing my shoulders down into the back, feeling nice and strong. I want you to imagine that you're pushing air down from the palms of the hands, so the palms are downwards, and you're gently pushing the air down into the ground, feeling really nice and grounded. You also want to make sure that your 2 sit bones are on the chair. Another nice deep breath, and then we're going to come into reverse warrior. So slide the left hand towards the side of the chair. The right hand is going to come up towards the ceiling. We'll inhale, take the hand all the way up, and we take a little slightly deeper stretch and lean over towards the left hand side of the chair. We're going to inhale and lift up, and exhale, bringing the arms up through warrior 2 again. Bend the right elbow and tip the body and bring the right forearm towards the thigh. My left hand can either come to my hip, shoulder level, or palm facing. Turn the palm around so that the palm is facing the ground and beside the ear. And we're in extended side angle or a modified extended side angle. And we're going to stay here for 3 breaths, breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. On the next in breath, lift the body up using the left hand and we'll come forward. Excellent. Let's bring everything back in and just have a little ease out of the hips. Good. And we're going to come to the other side. So just swivel on the chair. My legs are at 90 degrees with my centre line in the centre of the chair just here. Legs square. Find the 2 sit bones, have a little shuffle and lengthen that spine. We're going to twist the body so that the body and the shoulders face the front of the chair, opening this knee. We're going to inhale, lift both hands up to shoulder level and they're parallel with the front of the mat. And then I take my gaze over the middle finger of the front hand. Draw my shoulder into my back. And again, using our breath to feel nice and strong in this pose. Pushing the air down, the imaginary air and space. Good. And we'll come into reverse warrior. Slide the right hand to the side of the chair, the left hand turn, palm facing up. We inhale, lift up, and we take a little back bend and a lean. We inhale, coming back up to a seated position, and we'll come into extended side angle by bending the left elbow, tipping the body so the forearm comes to the thigh, and then my right hand can come to my hip in line with my shoulder, to my shoulder, or all the way above my ear with my palm facing the floor. And we're going to stay here for 3 breaths, breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Good. And on the in breath, lift ourselves all the way up and then come back down. Good. Let's bring this knee in and give everything a little shuffle and a shake. One last stretch for the hips. We're going to turn both knees over to one side. and the right side. And then I'm going to shuffle so that my right bum cheek is on the side of the chair. I'm holding onto the back of the chair so that I'm giving myself a bit of support, and my left bum cheek is off the mat. So I'm going to slide my left leg behind me, just taking my knee back. I've got my toes tucked under at the back, and I'm just working my back foot out and away, and I'm trying to lengthen through the front of this leg here, stretching this ligament just here. Now you can either place your hand on your hip, shoulder, or what we're going to do is take a little lean over towards the back of the chair and have a stretch through that hip. Good. Inhale and lift. And then exhale. Use the hand to draw the leg back in and bring yourself up around. Let's come on the other side. So again, just twizzling on the chair. I've got my left hand on the back of the chair, and my right bum cheek is going to come off. I'm sliding my right knee back, and I'm going to draw that foot back as much as possible. So we're trying to get the knee past the hip joint so we get a nice stretch down this front of the thigh. Again, shuffling yourself on the chair to get into the best position. And then the hand can be on the hip, the shoulder, or all the way over to take a lean over towards the back of the chair again. And then we inhale, lifting up, exhale. And then let's bring this leg back in and work our leg forward. Good. And then have a little stretch. Excellent. That's our legs and hips and feet done. So let's do something for our coordination and our mind. So a nice quick exercise. We'll speed up a little bit. And this is about focusing on the center line and crossing the center line and coordination. So I'm going to reach my right hand over towards the top corner of the right room, and I'll take a little lean and a stretch. Good. And then I come back, bring my body forward, center. And then I take my left hand and I stretch and a lean. Good. And then bring it in. Then my right hand is going to go parallel with the floor. I stretch and lean out towards the right side and then back in. And then left side, stretch and lean out and in. Right hand now goes down, and we're going to take a little lean and a stretch downwards and then back up. And then left hand comes down and we take a little stretch and a lean downwards and up. So that's a little pattern. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Now you've got the pattern, each time a little bit quicker. So just listening to my pace of my counts. So we're going to go out and in, left hand up and in, right hand middle and in, left hand middle and in, right hand down and in, left hand down, a little faster, right hand up and in, left hand up and in, right hand middle and in, left hand middle and in, right hand down and in, left hand down, a little quicker, and right up, left up, right middle, left middle, right down, left down again, that quick one, and left and right and left and right, down, left, down, and well done, guys. I hope we give you the back a shake, little shake and a shovel. Well done. Now we're going to cross the center line of the body again, coordination. So I'm going to take my right hand nice and slow, and I'm going to take it across my body to the left hand side of the room. So I'm crossing my center line, taking it up, and then I'm going to bring it down. The left hand goes across the body up towards the right hand side of the room. And then we're going to do that in the middle, right hand across the middle and back. And then left hand across and back. Right hand down, stretch and reach and down. Left hand right and down. And back up again. Good. Should we do that 3 more times? Each time we're going to get a little bit quicker as we were before. So let's go. And up. And down, left hand to the right, up, down, right hand to the middle, and down, left hand middle, and down, right hand down, left hand down, again a bit quicker, up and down, left hand up and down. Right hand, middle, and down. Left hand, middle, and down. Right hand down. Left hand down. A bit quicker, and up, and in. Left hand up. And right hand. And left hand. And right hand down. And left hand down. And pause. Well done, guys. Excellent. Let's give everything a shuffle and a shake. And we're ready to come up to standing through our chair pose. So again, I'm just going to turn my chair around so that you can see a little bit quicker and more clearly. So again, planting my feet underneath my knees. My bottom is nicely firmly on the mat, and I'm going to use my arms to come up into our modified chair pose. So when I'm coming up to standing, I can bring my into my chair pose. My hands can either be across my chest or parallel with the floor. So let's give that a go. So we're going to breathe in, and on the out breath, I'm going to swing my arms forward, taking my seat out of the chair and bringing my hands either across my chest or parallel with the floor. And we're going to stay there for 3 breaths, breathing in and out, in and out. Really draw that belly button into the spine, nice strong legs, and out on the next in breath, coming up to standing, and open the front of the body and have a little shake out. Well done. So I'm going to come and bring my chair here, and we're going to take a few balancing exercises for the feet again, some balance and some strength work for standing. So we're going to use the chair for this. So I'm going to take my body and my hands on the back of the chair, and we're just going to have a little rise and lower with the feet and the ankles. So 2 hands on the side of the chair. I'm going to try and lift all 10 toes off the floor and spread them nice and wide on the ground, on the mat, and really feel connected with the floor. And then I'm going to lift my head all the way up to the ceiling, trying to be as nice and straight and tall as possible. Then shifting the shoulders and just taking the weight slightly further forward than you think. You might feel the heels lift, which is great. And then start to breathe in, lifting the heels off the mat, taking the heels nice and high, and we're coming in for a balance. You really want to think about drawing and pushing through the front of the foot, stretching the soles of the foot. Good. And then we're going to lower the heels down nice and slowly with control. And this time bend the knees. Keep the weight going down, and we'll take a little bend of the knees and a little stretch of the calves. Good. And lift. Brilliant. Now we're going to do that with one hand if you can. So options, keep both hands on the chair. Option 2 is to bring the right hand down. We're going to inhale. Again, shift the body over the heels, lift the heels off the floor, lift the hand up to the ceiling, and I'm going to come into a balance. The hand can either come up to the ceiling, or if you're feeling a little less ambitious, let's bring the hand to shoulder level. And again, we're trying to draw that belly button in towards us, nice and tight, zipping everything up across through the middle, and then lowering the hand to the chair, lowering the heels. Good. Again, let's keep the weight going down, have a little stretch of those calves, nice deep bend of the knees, and up. Lovely. Now we're going to do it one more last time. See if we can take both hands off. And so we're going to go hands on the base of the chair, or one hand off. Inhale, lift up, lift the heels, draw the hand up. It might want to be parallel towards the ceiling, up to you. And then see if we can release the other hand off the chair. Test the water a little bit. Take the hand off, up to shoulder level, and then we'll just test the water here. Good. And then lower the hands back down towards the chair, lower the heels. Good. And then we're going to come in for a deeper calf stretch. So I'm going to take my right foot back, and then left foot forward, taking my weight into the chair, gently bending the knee, making sure the knee is over the ankle, and we're just having a stretch of the calves. Both my feet are parallel, toes pointing towards the chair. So I'm going to take a little deeper stretch. Good. And then slide that foot in to meet the left foot, and then we'll take the left foot out. So left foot back, both knees and toes pointing forward. We bend the front standing leg, draw the heel down into the ground, leaning forward, having a good stretch of the back of the leg. And then coming back again. Lovely. And then just give those little legs a little workout. Good. So we're going to think about our thighs now. So again, standing with our hands on the chair, my right foot is going to come out. This time I'm going to take my step my foot back. My left foot is in the middle of the chair, just here. Both toes are pointing forward, and my back heel is off the mat, just here. So I've got both feet parallel. My hands are on the chair, and we're going to do a modified high crescent lunge. So we're going to, with some dips. So we're going to inhale. As we exhale, we bend the front leg, bend the back leg, dipping the hips down, and then we lift ourselves back up again. Good. And we're going to do that 3 more times. Exhale on the way down, and inhale on the way up. And exhale on the way down, and inhale on the way up. Last time. Exhale on the way down, and inhale on the way up. Lovely. Let's slide that leg in. Let's have a little hip circles, just ease out those muscles. Have a little shake of the hips side to side, and we're going to do that on the other side. So again, making sure nicely, hands on the back of the chair, step the left foot back this time. My right foot is forward. Right foot planted on the mat, and my left heel is off the mat, so you can see my heel just there. And then both legs straight. As we exhale, we bend both knees, make sure my hips are dropping straight down, and I'm working and feeling my thighs working just here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale and down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and down. Last time, inhale and lift. And exhale and down. And then sliding the left foot back. Come back up to standing. Good. Let's take a little hip circle. So just soften at the knees, circling the hips one way and circling the hips that way. Easing everything out, maybe a little side to side. Good. Now let's come through into a balance, which is our tree pose. So I'm going to do standing with my left hand on my hip. Sorry, right hand on my hip, left hand on my chair, as I would. Actually, I'll just sew it so that you can see me a little bit more in silhouette. So standing up nice and straight and tall, I'm going to just shift my weight so it comes over my left leg. So I'm just gently, you can see my body just shifting over here. I'm going to release my right foot, and it turns out at the hip, and my knee is out to the side. So option 1, foot planted on the floor, and my heel is at my right heel is at my heel. If you're feeling super confident, a little bit more confident, you can bring your foot to your ankle or to the calf, and then we'll see how we go. So again, I've just got my hand on my hip. If you're feeling a little bit more confident, you can test the water by bringing the right hand in our prayer position and Jali Mudra, and then sliding that other hand up to meet it and finding a balance. If you need to, you can always take the hand back onto the chair. Take your focus out, and we'll take a couple of breaths here, just focusing outwards and just noticing the body as it has to find balance. And then release the foot back down to the ground. Lovely, well done. Let's bend the knees, have a little hip circles, just easing everything out. And we're going to do that on the other side. So I'm going to take the chair to my other side, swinging it over. There we go. And we're going to go to the other side. So again, right hand onto the chair, left hand onto my hip. Got my gaze out, focus onto something at eye level. And then we shift our way over towards the right leg this time, or the leg nearest to the chair. We release the outside leg, the left leg, and I'm turning the leg out from the hips, so the knees turning outwards. And my foot can either be propped up onto the floor, at the ankle, or towards the calf. And again, finding that focus first, and then if you feel that you can, let's bring the hand towards the heart, releasing the other hand from the chair, seeing if we can take a little balance and a test of our balance. And release. Lovely. Let's place that on there. Once more, a little ease out, moving the hips around. Good. And come back. Good. One last one. I'm going to take my chair over this side. Again, place my hands on my knee, my back of my chair, and I'm going to come and walk my feet out and step out into modified downward facing dog. So both hands on the back of the chair, walking the feet out, body becomes parallel with the floor in the chair. My gaze is forward, trying to keep my neck in line with my spine. And then bending at the knees, start to shuffle the feet forward, slowly bringing the hips over the shoulders and walking towards the chair. Well done. Let's come back to a seated position. So I'm going to just bring my chair centre there. And we're going to work on our hands just to finish with. So this is around just, we've done our feet and toes and hands and everything else, and we're just working towards our hands and our arms. So I'm just going to take my hands and have a little make fists with my hands just here. And then I'm going to open my fingers nice and wide and stretch my fingers out. And then again, just coming into a fist and open nice and wide. Lovely. Give the hands a little shake out. And then just imaginary piano that you're playing. So get the fingers working independently, lots of little keys. My hands are going side to side, and lovely, good. And then I'm just going to take my hands, palms facing downwards, and I'm going to imagine that they're on a table, and I'm swishing the hands one way and swishing the hands the other way, and swish and swish. Good, we're just working the wrists, and swish, swish and swish. Lovely. And then placing one hand up, I'm going to work the thumb, because this is where sometimes the thumb joint gets a little bit of arthritis. So we're going to take the palm facing up, and I'm going to just drop my thumb down, and then I'm going to lift it up, and we're going to do that 3 more times. And down and up and down and up, down and up and down and up. Now bring the thumb down, and then we're going to take the thumb across towards the fleshy part of the little finger just here. So take the thumb across and out, across and out. 2 more times, across and out, across and out. Give the hand a little shake out. Finally, we're going to connect our brain, all those synapses, to the ends of our fingers. So I'm going to take my thumb and first finger, and I'm going to just gently push them together. Yes, really make that connection. And then thumb and middle finger, and make that connection. Thumb and fourth finger, and thumb and little finger. And then we're going to go back the way we came, to the fourth, to the third, the index finger, and open nice and wide. We're going to do that twice more each time. We're going to do it a little bit quicker. So we're going to go first and middle, fourth and little, fourth and middle, index and open, index, middle, fourth, little, fourth, middle, index and open. Good, shake the hands out again. Let's do that on the other side. But just notice how that hand feels now you've done a few of those hand exercises. I know mine feels like I've got a little bit more mobility in it. So first of all, take the hand up. We're going to drop the thumb down, down and up. 3 more times, down and up, down and up and down and up. Now drop the thumb down across the hand, over to the other side and out, across and out, across and out, and across and out. Lovely. Give the hand a shake out. And then we're going to do our thumb and each of the fingers in turn. So thumb and index finger, really just gently connect those. So really send those as signals from the brain to that finger, and then to the middle finger, to the fourth finger, and finally to the little finger. And then coming back the way we came. So we're going to do fourth and middle and first and open and first and middle and fourth and little. Fourth and middle and index and open, first and middle, fourth, little, fourth, middle, first open. Well done. Shake the hand out. Final one, two exercises, one for the wrists. So we're going to have an imaginary jar in my hand, and I'm just going to turn the jar around. So it's about imaginary jar, trying to keep those wrists nice and functional. And then I'm going to take the wrist and to place the right hand on top. So imaginary jar, unscrew it. Yeah. And then the other side and unscrew. Good. So we're twisting at the wrist, twisting the hands, lovely, and come back out again. Shake the hands, and final one is just a stretch out for the arms in total. So I'm going to take my arm out in front of me with my right hand. My left hand is going to draw the fingers back and down, and I'm going to reach through the long line of the body through the wrists. So we give our hand a nice strong stretch. And release, and the other side. Left hand comes out, draw the fingers down, we pull the fingers back. And we're done. Excellent work. Good. So just give everything a little shake out. We're ready for our relaxation now. So maybe if you want to get a blanket, an extra layer, you can do that now. And once you've done that, perhaps just bring your hands into your lap, one on top of the other, doesn't matter which. Soften the shoulders. We're going to take a few moments just to have some relaxation, which is really nice. Close the eyes, and again, just drop the chin. And we're going to take our focus to the breath and breathing once more. So I want you to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then a very slow exhale through the mouth. Noticing how the body softens as you breathe out. And again, breathing in through the nose. And then out through the mouth. And allow the shoulders to soften. And then just bring the breath back to a natural rhythm. And as we're sitting here, I want us to have an imaginary golden light that's hitting the top of the head. As it hits the head, it travels down the face, and you feel your face soften. Travels down the back of the neck and the throat, reaches the top of the shoulders, and you relax your shoulders. Imagine that glowing golden light travelling down the spine and the front of the body. And the body relaxes and the spine softens. The golden light travels down through the hips to the thighs. Feel the pelvis relax. The golden light travels down the knees, the calves and the ankles. And feel the legs heavy. Finally reaching the floor. And just visualize that golden light surrounding through around the whole of the body. And notice yourself feeling relaxed and calm. Very slowly, just bring yourself back into the room and breathe a little bit more deeply. Just start to perhaps move the fingers and the toes, have a little stretch of the body. Oh, have a yawn like me. And then we'll finish the class. So let's bring our hands towards our heart. And thank you for joining me today. And I hope you're feeling a little bit more eased out and ready to go. So take care and namaste.